Hello, first graders. This is week 8, day 3, and if you are following along on our 3 weeks of instruction, we are on week 2, day 3 in our yellow packet. Okay, so this will be our literacy for the day, and what we will be doing is we will be checking complete sentences. So we'll be identifying complete sentences, we will be doing some sight word practice, and we'll do some reading comprehension. Okay, so let's dive into literacy for the day. Now it says identifying complete sentences. Directions. Read each group of words. Use the color code to color the presents. Okay, so here is my color code. Over here it says complete sentences you want to color blue. So my complete sentences are going to be colored blue. And then it says incomplete sentences you will color orange. So we are going to coordinate this to these sentences. Okay, so if you take a look at this picture, it says number 1. This is the gift number 1 in number 1 sentence. So this sentence goes to gift number 1, and it says today is John's birthday. Well, what are the 3 things that make a complete sentence? We need a capital, our words need to make sense, and we need punctuation at the end. Okay, so if I look at that, for number 1 it says today is John's birthday. I know I have a capital, I know my words make sense, and I have punctuation at the end. So is number 1 a complete or incomplete sentence? It is a complete sentence, and it is blue. So if you want, you can do a little dot over here just to let you know that it's a complete blue or a complete sentence, and then you go ahead and color the present blue. Okay, so this present is blue. Now it says going to have cake. Going to have cake. Well, I have a capital. I have a period at the end, but do my words make complete sense? Going to have cake. Well, it doesn't tell me who is going to have cake. There is no noun in the sentence, so it doesn't tell me who is going to have cake. So if it just says going to have cake, it is not a complete thought or a complete sentence. Okay, so since it is incomplete, it would be orange. So number 2, present number 2 is orange. Alright, going on to number 3. John got a lot of presents for his birthday. So I see John starts with a capital. Got a lot of presents for his birthday. I have a punctuation at the end, and when I read it, it makes total sense. I do have a noun, and I know exactly what happened. So this sentence makes sense. So this is a complete sentence. And remember, complete sentences get that blue. Okay, so present number 3 should be blue. Alright. Now it says for number 4. The soccer ball is John's favorite present. I have my capital, I have punctuation at the end, and do my words make sense? The soccer ball is John's favorite present. Well, there's a noun, so that checks off, and all my words make sense. So yes, this is a complete sentence. So number 4 ends up being a blue present. Okay, so let's continue. 5. Is happy. Well, I have a capital. I have punctuation. But do my words make sense, boys and girls? Is happy. Who's happy? We don't know who's happy. It is an incomplete thought. There is no noun. So this is an incomplete sentence. So number 5 gets colored orange. Okay. Now it says number 6, John had 6 candles on. So I have a capital, I have punctuation at the end. I do have a noun, but John had 6 candles on. What did he have 6 candles on? Did he have 6 candles on his head? Did he have 6 candles on a present? Did he have 6 candles on a birthday cake? We don't know, boys and girls. It is an incomplete sentence. So 6 would be orange. So go ahead and color 6 orange. All right? Now 7, there was a piñata filled with candy. So there was a piñata filled with candy. There's a capital at the beginning. We have punctuation, and our words make sense. So boys and girls, go ahead, grab that green marker. We have a complete sentence, and present number 7 gets colored blue. Okay? Now, our last sentence, it says number 8, John broke open the. I have a capital. I have that punctuation, but it says John broke open the. What did John break open? We don't know, boys and girls. This is not a complete thought, so this is not a complete sentence. Okay? So we would go ahead and take our orange marker and color in number 8 as orange. Now the last part says directions. Rewrite the 4 incomplete sentences from above and make them complete sentences. Okay, so we will take the 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences. So for the first incomplete sentence, number 2, it says going to have cake. Now, you could say, we've been talking about John, so let's do that. Let's say John is going to have cake. Okay, so that's how we would do that to complete the sentence. John is going to have cake. Number 2, the second incomplete sentence, it says is happy. Well, who have we been talking about? John, right? So we can say John is happy. But now, remember, boys and girls, now that we're writing the sentences on our own, don't forget our capital and don't forget our punctuation. Okay, so we're adding those words to make sure the words make sense, but we want to make sure we still have our capital and our punctuation as well. Okay, so that third incomplete sentence, it says John had 6 candles on. Well, what did he have 6 candles on? He had 6 candles on his birthday cake. So it makes sense to go with birthday cake. So John had 6 candles on his birthday cake. Go ahead, finish that sentence, and then number 4, John broke open the, you could say, John broke open the present. He broke open the, or actually the last sentence might make sense to go with the piñata. John broke open the piñata. Now, piñata is it's a celebration, or it's a decoration for birthdays that are filled with candy. So if you've ever hit a piñata before and it's spilled out with candy, it's a very popular thing at some birthdays and some other celebrations. So John broke open the piñata. Okay. Now, I know this was a little bit longer of a sheet for you, boys and girls, but that's okay. We're just working on those complete sentences. I know that give, the sight word sheet, you guys should be able to do this on your own, so I'm actually not even going to really walk through this one. Give this one a try. Give this one a try. And we'll see you upload this on Seesaw. Okay? So for our comprehension check, remember, this is taking place of our reading fluency passage. This is a little bit longer, so you know what? It might take you a little bit longer to read, but that's okay. Now it says, Fred loves to eat fast food, but his mom doesn't let him eat it very often. Eating out is a treat, explains Fred's mom. Fast food is not very healthy, which is why we rarely eat it. On Saturday, Fred and his family go to their favorite fast food restaurant. Fred orders a cheeseburger, fries, and a milkshake. Fred enjoys his meal, but his tummy hurts a little. Fred agrees with his mom about eating out. It is a fun treat to eat out, but he wouldn't want to eat out every day. Okay, so boys and girls, go ahead, pause the video, read it 3 times to yourself. Thank you so much for pausing your video, boys and girls. And now we will answer questions about the text. Now, I know it doesn't have the markers or the crayons like it normally does. You don't have to do it this exact way. You can use whatever colors you want. But I'm just going to say go ahead, color coordinate it so that we're good at finding text evidence and highlighting it within a text, okay? So I'm going to have all these different colors. Here's a red, and then here's a purple, okay? Again, you don't have to do it the exact same colors I do. That is okay. But for number 1, it says, what does Fred love to eat? Okay, so let's go back, figure out what Fred loves to eat, and we can write a full sentence. Now, I want us to write a full sentence with a complete sentence. I don't want just one-word answers, okay? So what does Fred love to eat? Fred loves to eat blank, and you fill it in. So you go back, you find the text evidence, highlight it, whatever color you choose, and then you would say, Fred loves to eat blank, okay? Number 2, what does Fred's mom think about fast food? Fred's mom thinks blank. Okay, so you can come up with your own sentence, but this might be an easy way to do it. Fred's mom thinks blank. And then you go ahead, find that text evidence, highlight it, and it might help answer that question a little bit easier. Number 3, what does the word rarely mean? Rarely. Now, I don't need a full sentence for this one, okay? So number 3 doesn't need a full sentence. I just want you to come up with your best guess. So use your context clues about rarely. Maybe you've heard rarely before. I'm just going to give you a hint, since Mr. DeWitt likes Pokemon, and I know a lot of first graders like Pokemon. Here's it used in another sentence. Mewtwo is a rare Pokemon. Okay? You rarely see Mewtwo. Alright. Now, for number 4, it says, what does Fred eat on Saturday? You can say, well, go ahead, find it in red, or whatever color you choose. Highlight, annotate your text, and you would say, Fred eats blank on Saturday. So answer that question with a full, complete sentence. My capital, my words make sense. I have a period at the end. What does Fred eat on Saturday? Fred eats blank on Saturday. Okay, now it says number 5, why does Fred agree with his mom about eating out? So go ahead, find that text evidence in here, highlight it, and you could say, Fred agrees with his mom because, or you come up with your own sentence, but this is just a nice little prompt for you guys, okay? So again, the only one we don't need a full sentence for is number 3. But for 1, 2, 4, and 5, I would love to see a full sentence with a capital, your words making sense, and a punctuation at the end, okay? All right, that does it for today's literacy. We'll see you tomorrow, first graders.